All right, what's good, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Kevin, and this is SmellGoodz. Appreciate you coming through. Appreciate you hanging out with me. Hope you're having an amazing day, week, month, and just everything else that goes along with that. Listen, this is another one of my weekly rotation videos, what I wore during the week. This is actually, I think, the 6th one, maybe. I don't know. It's numbered out there. But this is for the week of February 2nd through the 8th. This is kind of what I wore. Not kind of, it is what I wore. And kind of just my thought process on some of these, and if there were compliments, all those fun things. All right. So Sunday was pretty much around the house until that evening. That evening, one of my friends was having a church service that we wanted to go to and attend, hang out with him. And I had just gotten this, I think it was the day before, I had just gotten it from a local Facebook group meetup, what have you. And it was one of the bottles that had been on my wish list, something that I was like, this is something, from the first time I smelled it, it's like, this is going to be in my collection. And it finally made its way in. I'm talking about from the house of Chris Collins. This is Danse Sauvage. Danse Sauvage. This right here is such a masculine, deep, woody scent with some I think it's cognac, some plum in this. This right here was when I did my tester set or discovery set of Chris Collins. This was the one that stood out as number one. Now, there's others that I have not put my nose on yet from the house of Chris Collins, but this is of the ones that I have. This was it. It's here. We got it. We had to rock it. So that's what I wore on Sunday. Pretty good lasting, pretty good performance. I might have to do a full review on this one. Monday was a day in the office. So Monday was a day I went in and I was like, let me try switch up some things. And so every now and then I'll pull out a layering combination. Sometimes it's just me thinking, what if I do this and that? Other times it is literally me asking the AI. I've got, just one of those things where I've got all of my fragrances, kind of every time I get something new, I add it in so that the AI keeps track of it. And I was like, give me a new combination. This one was one that I came up on my own, but I'll take credit for this one. This one was taking Assad Black and combining it with Assad Bourbon. These two together. So you've got just the Sauvage Elixir spicy feel of this with the designer, sweet designer fragrance feel of this. This right here to me just makes a masterful combination. They just kind of kick off of each other. They both project very well. This because this projects so well, it kind of pulls this along for the ride. Just made for a great combination that I'll probably have to work on this again, rock it again. But that was what I wore on Monday to the office. Then on Tuesday was another day I had to go into the office, manager meeting, what have you. And so it was another day that I had to brave the nice weather. It was actually pretty good weather. Brave it and get into the office. Well, that day I wore, just because I'm really falling in love with this one. This is from Lattafa. This is Vintage Radio. This is their take again on Initio Paragon, and just works wonders, works beautifully. Now, interesting thing, when I wore this, it actually opened the door for a conversation with one of my coworkers. He thought, he came up to me, he's like, is that Sauvage wearing? I'm like, no, this is what it is. He's like, really? I can get kind of where in brief passing, you might just equate it with that. But come to find out, he used to work for some of the large distributors of fragrances. So he's been on stage in like Qatar and some other places. He's in sales, so he's been on stages. So we got to talking, and we might have to really connect to see if he's got any other connections still in the industry. Yeah, might have to check that out. But that was, again, the day I wore. Tuesday, I wore Vintage Radio. All right. So Wednesday was work from home, but still had some things just kind of in and out and about. But that was a day I was like, let me start wearing some of the stuff that maybe it might get a little too warm for, because here in Phoenix, it's already, we're cooking at the 80s right now. We'll probably be back to our normal 80s, 90s, even 100s, probably in the next couple weeks. That's just how we live here. But I was like, let me get something that would definitely, one, I want to wear, something I'm really enjoying, and something that I just recently got and wanted to spend a little more time with. I am talking about, again, from Lattafa. This one is Teriyaki Intense. Teriyaki Intense, just a nice overall, very sweet, well done, well blended fragrance that, yeah, this is top 5 for me right now as far as from the house of Lattafa. Yeah, I'm gonna have to redo my listings for Lattafa, because things, they are changing. Let me tell you, things, they are changing. And this has definitely cracked the top 5 for me. But this again was what I wore on Wednesday. This is Lattafa's Teriyaki Intense. Teriyaki Intense. Just again, this is just a beautiful fragrance. Just works very, very well. All right, Thursday, again, another work from home day. That day I don't think I even went out the house. I went to the gym, did some other stuff. So basically that was I got my hair cut that morning as well. So wanted to pull out something that, especially because we're starting to get into that weather where this is just working very well. That's spring, summer weather as far as what I'm getting here. And one of my favorite designer houses that I think is a little underrated, but this one was Jean Varvatos Artisan. Just a nice, fresh, clean scent. Not spicy, but it's got a little punch to it, right? It's got a little punch to it. This, again, I wore to get my hair cut and to just kind of hang around, do the things I need to do around the house. And I think I did jump out and do a little shopping. But this is what I wore on Thursday, Jean Varvatos Artisan. All right. And this, just as another kind of layering suggestion, this alongside its flanker Artisan Blue, which looks very similar to this. It just has a mesh and it's a blue bottle. That's another layering combination that works really well. All right. Friday was grocery shopping, payday, all those fun things that happen on a Friday when it's a payday. And so that day, it was a little cooler, but not that much. And I was like, let's break this out. Let's get it in maybe one last good wear before it gets a little too warm for it. Although, again, I'm kind of moving away from spring, summer, fall, winter as far as being deadlines for fragrances. It would have to be the right situation, right circumstance. But this is from Lattafa. This is Alkiam Gold. And this is their take on, I want to say, Ombre Nomad from Louis Vuitton. And in fact, this replaced the other bottle that I had that was a take on it. In fact, I sold that one. That was the Amber Nomad or Ombre Nomad or whatever it was. That one, Nouveau Ombre was the one that I had. I'll link it up there just in case you want to check out that video. But this replaced that. There wasn't room in my collection for both scents as far as that profile. And this was the better of the two. So I did wear it, long lasting, nice projection, but this is not something that, the price makes it blind buy worthy. But if you're not into some of these heavy rose oud type scents, this may not be the one for you. But I love it. And so this is what I wore on Friday, just kind of running around. And then Saturday was pretty much work from home as well as, well, not work, but kind of hang around the house, get some videos done, get some other stuff done for our other channel that we've got as well. Had to do some recording for that. And this was one that got not too long ago. Haven't had a chance to fully break it out, but I said, let's throw it on, let's put it out there. We're talking about from, I think it's Dumont. This is Nitro Green. So this one is the take on JPG Le Male Elixir, I believe it is. Or is this Ultra Male? Yeah, this feels more like Ultra Male. So, but yeah, this right here is not going to be a comparison, in my opinion, to 9 p.m. Definitely not in comparison. Well, definitely not comparison to 9 p.m. Not in comparison with. It's probably along the same lines as what's the other one? The one from Lattafa, Ram's Gold or so, which one that is. But works pretty well. Slight difference, I can tell. Pick up on it even as it's in the air right now. Little difference in it, but yeah, this is what I wore on Saturday, just to kind of do some running around, do some stuff in the house, do some of those honeydews, all those fun things that come with just living life. All right, so that was what I wore for the week. Pretty much had a couple of things that I put on just to kind of test throughout, the evenings, what have you. But that was my full wear. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you wore, what in this collection you have more interest in. If I haven't done a review on some things and you saw it, put it in the comments. Let me know. I can definitely make sure I get a review done. I'm trying to make sure I go back and do reviews or impressions of everything that I've got. So that'll take me a little while, but definitely want to make sure I get that done for you guys as well. But again, listen, I appreciate you stopping through, appreciate you hanging out. We are moving forward in this channel. And it's all due to each and every one of you. So do me the favor, first of all, stay safe, stay sane, and stay smelling good. I know we've got a lot going on just in a variety of things. So do me that favor, really. And I'm serious about this. Stay safe, stay sane, but also make sure you're smelling good at the same time. And then do me the honor, hit that like, hit that subscribe, request notifications, and share. That way you, one, get to know everything as far as when I drop new videos, as well as you are part of the community that we're building here. All right, appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good one. See you next time. Be blessed. Deuces.